It's something about being the first. You may have been the first in your home to go to college. You may have been the first to land your dream job. You may have been the first to open up that door that no one had a chance to walk through. We recognize the first in our community. She's a leader, a trailblazer, a woman who represents progress, possibility, and purpose. It is an honor to introduce the first female president of Medgar College, Dr. Patricia Ramsey.
Thank you so much, Ms. Randall. Now, the theme, Wake Up Everyone, Social Work and the Call to Community Responsibility and Systems of Care and Harm. Well, Ms. Randall started with waking us up, did she not? Give her a hand. I am always pleased to be able to welcome the attendees to this conference. I have done this since I have been at Medgar College. For me, my first conference was in 2022. And at that time, I was a newbie, hadn't been here a year. But I was just so blessed by having the opportunity to see so many social workers. But we did not have the overflow that we are having here today. It is amazing. Give yourselves a hand. Now, for the people who have been here before, welcome back. And for the people who have not been here before, you must hear about Medgar College. The college birthed out of the Central Brooklyn community with social justice in its DNA, named for Medgar Wiley Evers, who gave his life for the rights of others. He truly was a social justice warrior. And so for us to be named after such a great man, we have quite a responsibility. And I will say that I will put our program up against any program, not in New York City, but in the nation. Because it is very rare for any program to have a 100% retention rate like our program for this past year. And we are truly making an impact. Thank you all for the work that you do, and for the students, thank you for choosing social work as a profession.
I want to introduce the next speaker. He is the Senior Director of Advancement and Strategic Partnerships. Please welcome Dr. Peter Harmon.
It's truly an honor to stand before you today as part of the 19th Annual Social Work Conference. In 1993, I began my journey here at Medgar College. When presented the opportunity to work here, I had to admit to those persons interviewing me that I had never heard of Medgar College. Harlem born and Brooklyn raised, I didn't even know Medgar existed. I was fresh off the campus of Clark Atlanta University, where I earned a Bachelor's of Arts in Mass Media Arts, Radio, TV, and Film. I didn't know what to expect. I was hired as a college assistant in the office of the president. During my early years, I was introduced to and sat at tables with civil rights icons like Dr. Betty Shabazz, widow of Malcolm X, Dr. Carlos Russell, the creator of Black Solidarity Day, and member of SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, and Brooklyn legends like Dr. Ida F. Harris Hastick. She walked with giants. She commanded rooms. She hypnotized audiences with her speeches and lectures, and all things social work. She compelled elected officials to act and move beyond just talking. She understood the assignment around our commitment to communal responsibility in systems of care and harm. I had the privilege of working closely with Dr. Hastick over many years. Sometimes that relationship looked like her referring students to me for counseling. What made Dr. Hastick extraordinary was not only that she was the founding program director of the social work department at Medgar College, but that she built it with intention. She believed social work was not simply a profession, but a responsibility, a calling, a commitment to community, accountability, and justice. She saw the students not just as future practitioners, but as people, often carrying trauma, navigating broken systems, and still showing up with the desire to help others. Dr. Hastick met them where they were and insisted they rise to where they could become. At this time, I invite you to turn your attention to the screen for a brief video tribute to Dr. Ida Hastick.
What has always radiated from me with my cousin was just joy. Given what her young life was, being orphaned, losing both her parents, and fortunate enough that her elder sister was the one who actually raised her.
I met Dr. Hastick in 1996 or 7 when I was working on my social work degree. I never heard her talk about any part of her life from the perspective of trauma.
She knew hardship, she knew grief, she knew tragedy, but she also knew that she had been the beneficiary of something really extraordinary that other people might not have been. She said that she felt like a really fortunate person, a very lucky person.
I thought she was great. I mean, I loved to talk to her. She was a dedicated social worker.
As a social worker, I want to say she was a fierce defender. It was important for her to make sure that social workers in the field looked like her because we needed those resources and those services. And I think that's what drove her.
She chose social work because what social work is, at least to me, is social work is human rights.
She was social work all the way. She loved it. She did it with love and admiration and awe. When she ran across people who seemed like they had the spirit, she wanted to do something amazing for them.
To anyone who challenged her as well. In the field, she would make sure you understood what our struggle was.
She knew that education and the power of being able to get an education is what had meant everything in her life. And I know that she wanted others to be beneficiaries of that.
She made us understand how important education was. She made sure that we were in the library every week, understand that reading and books was a pathway into other worlds. She was a pillar. When the doctor and the professor that she was at school was someone who was very structured and committed to social work.
Given her choices, given the fact that she definitely had options, what it was her commitment just to people, to other people, and to doing what she could to make each day a better day for others the best she could. I noticed that one of your panel discussions is when rights are rolled back, reclaiming humanity in dehumanizing times. And I think what she would say is never let go of your humanity.
So I think that what she'd be saying is wake up, if you have a view that's at all narrow or based on your own experience, broaden it in any way you can.
Where you were from, what you look like, your background was very important when it came down to care. All of those things mattered.
I think of her smile, I think of her embrace, I think of her loving spirit, I think also of her acknowledgement that what all of this was about was each one reach one, each one teach one.
Eda Hastick's legacy lives not only in memory, but in action. Students supported, future shaped, and values carried forward. It is now my distinct honor to introduce one of Dr. Hastick's daughter, who is a powerhouse in her own right, a phenomenal woman in her own right. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Camille Hastick.
This social work program means so much to not just me, but to our family. We saw it in its inception. We saw the work that it took, that Mom drew from her heart and her passion to bring to Medgar College. We continue this legacy in Mom's memory by wanting to make sure that we give to a student moving forward that they have the same pathways and access that Mom had, even though she was orphaned at a very young age and lost her mom and dad. But even through that adversity, she was able to thrive and strive and do what it is that she did here at Medgar College in writing the social work bachelor's program. So I want to thank Medgar College for continuing her legacy and remembering her at all times. Thank you for bringing this tribute to everyone at the social work program. It's a true honor. So I thank everyone that's here. And if she was here today, she would be excited, she would be enthused, she would be thrilled to see this continue on today. So thank you again. I appreciate it.
Again, we want to say thank you to Camille for, because I think as y'all were listening, so this is the inaugural scholarship named after Dr. Eda Hastick. And so we stand again on big shoulders. And so we want to make sure that this legacy continues. We want to make sure that we are producing social workers that are out in the community, who are making changes, who are helping the community be better. And thank you, and have a good day.